Welcome to today's episode. Today we will be exploring the science behind time travel. This is an age-old dream, spanning back to the early Greeks and their concept of time as a river with a current moving in one direction. We dream of being able to return to our past for a second chance or reach forward in time to learn about our future. But, is time travel possible? Let's begin by defining what we mean by time travel. Time travel occurs when a person or object moves from one point in time to another. Time travel can be further divided into two types, backwards and forwards, operating under the assumption that movement is possible in both directions. The first theory we will look at is special relativity. As defined by Einstein, special relativity is the theory that space and time are relative and the speed of light is constant. This brings up several possibilities. Special relativity states that as speeds increase, time slows. As a result, a traveler on a rocket ship accelerating at close to the speed of light could theoretically move into the future. The traveler would experience time at a slower rate, while the world outside moves faster. This phenomenon can be seen in the twin paradox. It postulates that if one twin gets on a rocket ship and moves near the speed of light, upon returning to Earth, the traveling twin will have aged less than the twin that stayed at home. This concept is also known as time dilation. It states that time passes more slowly in areas where gravity is stronger and moves faster in regions where gravity is weaker or non-existent. Therefore, a person traveling close to a black hole or a neutron star might be able to travel far into the future. Another possibility is the concept of wormholes. This is based on the idea of space-time being curved or bent by the mass of celestial objects like stars and planets. According to the theory, if 2 points in space are bent close enough together, they could create a type of tunnel through which matter could pass. This would, in effect, create a bridge between 2 points in time. Real-life experiments. Let's look at some experiments that have tested the possibility of time travel. The first experiment we will look at is the clock hibernation experiment. This is an experiment conducted in 1999 by physicist Ronald Mallett at the University of Connecticut. It tested the potential of time travel into the future and involved placing a small device in a metal box surrounded by a laser beam. It was theorized that as the laser beam moved around the box, it would cause the clock's time to slow down, thus creating a time warp. The experiment was successful in proving that time can be altered, however, it was not powerful enough to create a time warp. For this reason, Ronald Mallett has theorized that a massive device composed of thousands of spacecraft and lasers would be needed to create a time warp. Another experiment we'll look at is the temporal anomaly experiment. This experiment was conducted by a group of scientists at the National Institute of Standards and Technology in Colorado in 2006. It used a clock with a very precise atomic time that was sent into outer space. Upon returning to Earth, the researchers observed a discrepancy of 38 millionths of a second between the clock that had been in space and the one that had stayed on the ground. This proved that time can be affected by a powerful gravitational force like that of outer space. Conclusion. In conclusion, time travel is a concept with centuries-old roots that has been repeatedly called into question. While there have been many experiments that have shown that time can be affected, none have been powerful enough to create a time warp. Thus, while time travel may be theoretically possible, it remains a distant dream. Thanks for joining us today as we explored the science behind time travel. I hope you found this episode informative and thought-provoking. Until next time.